And hello, folks. It is I, Kamikaze, here to bring you another game test here. This one is called Get or G.E.T. Um, again, found it off of a meme site saying that they were wanting testers, and so I went and requested. This thing's restarted like 4 times for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know anything about it, but I do want to look into it a little bit beforehand. From what I understand, it is it's called Gather, Explore, Technologize. 3D person open world survival game. So, this has no release date, no price thing or whatnot. It's just under play testing at the moment. And so I don't know anything else about it. So we're going to find out. First of all, we're going to see what's with games and having cinematic as a choice for the highest setting. This is like the third game I've ran into that uses cinematic. But, alright, it's already set to maximum. It's an annoying sound. Let's just try it. Um, doesn't explain anything. Okay, so you have a stamina bar. I have a person who's naked. What kind of controls do I have? Wasted, crouch, jump, roll, tree. Alright. Escape does not go back, by the way. Roll! Custom buildings. Processing. Escape does not go back. Do I have to... Okay, it's the same button to make it inventory. This is pretty basic, but I mean, I can't really judge it by this because, well, it looks like some asset packs. Doesn't look bad. But can I do anything? I'm trying to interact with anything. And now my escape key doesn't work. I can no longer open up the menu. So I cannot check out the key bindings. I gotta restart the game. Let's try this again. I mean, I never want to judge anything by its, like, alpha before it's available for, like, a beta, because a beta at least is a... I expect it to function at least mostly. Load game. There we go. Options, controls, keybinds. Open crafting, left alt. And then I continue. Yeah, and then once I exit that, I can no longer open up the menu. So that's like a bug right there. Left alt. I need blank. But again, I'm like pressing different keys. Trying to do something because I'm guessing I need to get wood. Can I get mushroom? E to gather mushroom. That was blinding. Can't gather that. Can I gather this? Okay, so I can gather logs. Doesn't look like I can chop things down. Left alt. To make a plank, I need 2 logs. Why would I need 2 logs to make 1 plank? The strong hatchet. Bone armor. Let's... I guess try and find rocks and more logs. Again, escape does not take you out of things, which I believe it's just like a default thing that should for everything. No flowers. Can't do anything about that. There are rocks on the ground. Yeah, okay, that's a rock. And there's a bear. I'm assuming that will kill me. And there's a floating log. Okay, first of all, I want to try the crafting thing before I go die. I need... So you're telling me I need 2 planks and 1 rock to make a stone axe. That's like overkill, to be honest. Oh, close that. Means I need to find 2 more logs before I go die to a bear. Stamina regenerates so slow. Does it regenerate at all? It does. That was weird. It's like I had no stamina. Because it disappears quickly. Okay, another log. Inventory is full? Excuse me? I'm sorry, this inventory system is also flawed. Alright, and now if I have my... Wait, it... So it makes 4 planks, but you need 2 logs to make 4 planks. It needs to quantify what you're building and what the requirements are, because that's kind of weird. Alright, and so now I can open up my inventory, right? And planks take up far less space than the logs do. That's good. At least I don't need to find any more. Okay, so I have to bash E. Well, at least it's got some physics here. I mean, that doesn't look the greatest, but we'll just move on from... That's it? That's it. It turns into 1 log. I would have been better off just picking up logs off the ground. Especially since it's rolling away. Let's go visit the bear. If this is a weapon, I should be able to, like, swing it, right? Yeah, oh, well, it's not even really attached to my hand when I swing it. Alright. Doesn't matter. Let's go see this bear. The bear doesn't seem to have moved at all. Sounding like something's next to me. Hey, bear! You look angry. Would you like a hug? Hey. Can I harvest the bear? There we go. Gonna chase me? No, you just exist. Okay, I don't see a whole lot that I'm supposed to be, like, play testing on this here. Oh, I've defeated the bear in 3 hits. It took me longer to take down a tree. Like meat. That blinding light. Got a bone. So 1 bone. Let's see. So I could craft... What, these are walls and stuff? And it says processing, but the processing tabs don't actually let me click anything. I can't click these because it doesn't even tell me what it requires to make. So, do I have to make it first? No. Mushroom for a mushroom for a water flask. What? What? The image doesn't even seem to match. Herbal mix. What are these? I need... So how many sticks does this make? 2. Sound choices are really bad. But look, I want to see this torch and see it work. And the crafting process, having to hold it down to do things is... Oh, I don't have to. Oh, well, let's grab that mushroom here. So that way I can see what a water flask looks like. So I pick it, then I have to pick it up. Do I have to be in there? I do. Not, apparently. Okay, so now I have a water flask, which apparently I just threw on the ground. It's got water texture, I guess, or reflection. I don't know what it does. I think it's supposed to generate my water, and I guess I'm getting hungry. Okay, so that's hunger, water, health, but that still doesn't bring to the fact of, wait, where'd my mouse go? There we go. Can I set things on fire? Probably not. No. I mean, there's not any explanation at all. This world seems to be relatively small, as you can see the wall, I'm just gonna call it the Great Wall. You see the Great Wall around the entire thing, so it's not like it's procedurally generated to be like an infinite kind of thing or really expansive. Because if I can see one of the world to the other, that's not very big. I'm gonna look around here to see if there's anything else I can gather. That light's bugging me. Let's just switch back to my axe here, which doesn't seem to be a durability thing on this game. Let's go to the Great Wall and see what happens. Yeah, your stamina like disappears almost instantaneously. Like my stamina is full, I'm guessing, and 2, 3. You got 3 seconds of run. That's like nothing. If I was running from a bear, I'd be dead. But the bears don't seem to run. Bears don't seem to move. In the instance of this playtest, I'm not exactly sure what they're expecting to be play tested here, other than like this crafting system, which involves there's no scrolling, which literally involves 8 items. Apparently, my bone's gone for some reason. Oh, because it was used for that. Okay, the herbal mix, which then my hunger is still dropping, but I'm not worried about that. If I die, I die. There's a pickaxe, I'm guessing, to get more stone. So you need rock to get rock. But my greater question is, well, hitting that one. It's like custom buildings. What do I need for these custom buildings? Do I need more planks? Um, let me gather wood while doing this. Yep, I can just hold on to it while I'm doing it. I mean, for it to turn into one single log. Oh, can I get rid of that, please? Thank you. Come on. Wait, where's... Oh, there it is. It's kind of a letdown because that takes up so much inventory space. It's ridiculous. Let me grab another log here. I mean, immersive, this is not. Having a giant wall surrounding your entire world is... See, I'd rather it be like an island versus, you know, surrounded by water that you can't swim in versus being surrounded by an inclimbable vertical wall. Okay, so now we go point. We had to have 2 logs to make, you know, wood. Now I have wood planks. Now I have 4 wood planks. I'm assuming I should be able to make something with that, right? Um, table? wall, stairs, something. Processing is like an option that it does not let me click anything. So, I mean, that's like the extent of the playtest, is I can make some tools and harvest some materials and hopefully not die. The hunger runs out fast. The water is seems adequate. I'm just waiting to see if I can starve to death. Go climb this mountain. It also makes me wonder if the game has any random aspect to it, or if this is like going to be single player. Because I don't really see what could be done here. Okay, my hunger is empty. So I should start dying, right? That tree not even attached to the ground. Well, then again, I find floating objects anyway. I mean, this is, as it says, a pre-alpha. But I would hope that there would be, I don't know, some kind of building mechanic. A campfire would have been like one of the first things I thought it would, you know, let me make. And how about fall damage? Am I dead? Because I barely fell before it, like, took me into this third person thing. And, oh, I'm fine. Apparently I'm no worse for wear. Oh, now I'm dying. Holy crap, when you have no food, your health just drains. Like crazy. That doesn't give you any time to get food to survive. Because I ran into one bear. And that was like my one source of food. Unless, nope, that just heals you. So the herbal mix just heals you. So, got fresh water by squeezing mushrooms. I've only ran into one bear with just one thing of meat, which means that I cannot continue anymore unless I find more bears. Unless there's some other enemy, and this whole 3-second sprint is absolutely worthless. There's another log. And I'm about to die here. Ah, water. Is there fish? There's fish. No, I just walked down into the water. And then, oh, you died. Okay, and then respawn. Oh, just throws me right over here. Does this, it lets me keep my inventory, so there's literally no risk whatsoever. But again, since there's only, like, one bear that I ran into, and I see floating materials all over the place, there's no way of keeping yourself alive. There's nothing else to sustain yourself with. I would expect being able to, like, eat mushrooms. Can I eat the mushrooms? Well, I have to wait for my food to go down before that. Wait, can I use more food by gathering wood? I can just button mash. Yeah. Nope, apparently that doesn't work. And you have to tap E. You can't just, like, hold it and mine it. Gotta be something else in this. I mean, this really just can't be it, because for pre-alpha, this is way before any testing should be done, because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to test. There's essentially nothing. Alright, time to jump! Oof, 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 oof. And then I just hit spacebar and stand back up and just start running. No fall damage. So if mushrooms are food, says my food has gone down a bit. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so it looks like mushrooms are food and water. So that's how you sustain yourself in here, but without any ability to like make anything. Wink. There's like no purpose. There's no threat. There's no I mean, even if there was no threats, it's like I would expect either being surviving against the wilderness and the animals, or you know, building. If it was like one or the other to test things, but in this case, there's nothing in this game to test. This isn't. This is just like testing functionality, and since I can't escape out of there, I'm Alt F4ing, and I'm going to go back in again. But I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going to see if the game is like procedurally generated in any way. I got it buttons like underneath my Discord thing. Not Discord, Steam thing. Patch notes, homepage, Discord. I'll check out the homepage later. Hit play and go new game. Okay, so you only get one save game. And you start exactly at the same spot. Let's see, is Mr. Bear over here? There's floating log. A rock. Oh, look. Oh, the bear moves. Bear actually moves. Cool. And then it stops. Exactly where it was before. So it pathfinds to this one location. My face. What are you gonna do? Ah, there you go. Now you're hurting me. But, I mean... Aha! So it's just you get stuck there. Wait, when I'm over here, you're stuck. What? Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Exit to main menu. Let's check out home page. What? Why would this web page need any kind of cookies whatsoever right now? Use cookies and similar technologies to process your personal data, i.e. IP address. Why ads? Why would you have anything to do with ads on this pre-alpha thing for the web page? Let's set privacy settings individually. Continue without consent. Just because I don't know why you'd be trying to throw ads at me here. And then it asks me down at the bottom of the page. Gather, explore, watch trailer. This video isn't available anymore, so your trailer video is not even available on your web page. Home, the game, FAQ. Let's see what your FAQ says. When can we expect the demo? We're aiming to release a demo in spring of 2023. This isn't a demo. Will G.E.T contain a multiplayer? Multiplayer will be added at a later date. There will also be a solo and co-op mode. As much as we'd love to make it so, we need to prioritize completing the game first. We need to prioritize, making it do something first. Which ages will the alpha and beta release contain? What? First two ages, Stone Age and Bronze Age. What? We'll add more content after the release of the beta. It's available on PC, release on Steam. We do not rule out releasing the full game on Xbox or PlayStation. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider that at this point in time. Which language? Translating different. These are. I mean, I was hoping to see something from this webpage. I mean, it's called get-the-game.com. Gather minerals and ores, nature, explore. It's just generic images with absolutely nothing. They actually show absolutely nothing on the website page. You know what? I'm gonna hop over and show you this web page here, because you might as well see what I'm referring to. Here, I thought I was actually going to be able to give you some details or whatnot, but it's literally reached the point that I'm just going to, show you this. Window capture. There. Welcome to their website. We're gonna go to home, getthegame.com, which I mean technically would be a catchy website, except for the fact that, hyphens are usually never really used in URLs that often. But they've got a Facebook, a YouTube, a Twitter, an Instagram, and a Patreon. So first of all, just showing you here, watch the trailer. This video isn't available anymore. That needs to be fixed. YouTube blocked due to privacy settings. Oh, so this is why you needed cookies and stuff. That doesn't make any sense. Plus, like, oh, sure, why not? Accept. And then there's the trailer. Uses pre-alpha footage. Okay, none of this stuff was doable in the game. None of this, I found none of this in the game. Interesting water effect. I'm gonna turn that down. That's not how the tree looked when it fell. Oh, no mines. It's not what the character looked like, but we're just gonna go with that. Yeah, all this stuff here. I mean, that looks like what they aim to do, but the game doesn't let you do any of that. So all this was a rendered video, because you just saw the gameplay. And so I'm really surprised at that being after half a year of development. We're finally at the point where we can show you how far we've come and still plan for the future. So gather, explore, technologize. That is such a weird word. Is a co-op 3D first-person open world. It is not co-op. You even stated that it's literally single player until you have the game completed. So don't even advertise that as co-op yet. Survival in the RPG genre of stylized art style. I mean, the functionality looks like an asset pack functionality. Like the survival health bar and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's pretty generic, but it doesn't mean that it is an asset pack because I don't follow all those things. It's just it seems generic enough to be one, but that's not a big deal. I mean, the function of how that worked was kind of silly, but we're gonna move on from that. The world of Get is a diverse one. It contains many dangerous creatures. No, it doesn't. Unknown civilizations. No, it doesn't. I mean, this sounds like what they want it to be, but you can't describe the game as that until you have that as something to show. This entire thing is more like saying, like, this is what we want the game to be. Like, where's the roadmap of what you're working on now and what's going to be coming out, like, later? Latest updates, check out the YouTube channel. Let's click that and go there. Dev Diaries, 7 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 days. Let's check 8 days ago. Okay, a rendered video again. I want to see your actual gameplay. I want to see what you actually have working. Because I wasn't able to get any of it working.
My name is Dominic from Konnex Interactive and welcome to our Dev Diaries for G.E.T. Today we are going to talk about our latest changes as well as what we plan to do in the near future. In February, we had a big problem that didn't allow us to get the game to a state where we could run tests for the demo. This cost us a lot of time, which we had to make up for in March, because we have been wanting to release a demo for a long time.
A demo?
After almost a month, we are able to fix the problem and could finally continue the development. With time and constant testing of the systems, one often finds that the implementation as it is so far is not harmonious with our visions of the game. Accordingly, we have made some changes to our systems that are not only visual but also in the background.
I'm
For
like trying to
example,
see,
changing
like,
some UI
wait,
elements.
wait, wait, what's this?
Way can be easily crafted by hand. However, this is not a permanent state, as you use not only different items,
How do I,
but also
would I
processing
open up
sites
this?
for more complex items in the coming ages. Which brings me to the combat system. This has changed the most, and will most likely undergo several fundamental changes in the ages to come. We decided to move away from the combat system you've seen in the devlogs, and prioritize a strong foundation over a fancy combat system.
Yeah,
As the combat
we saw
system
the bear, and we
will
saw
have
how
a
that
great deal
functioned,
of variety with the coming ages
and
the
that
realms
did
that
not
come with them, of course.
work even in the slightest.
As you will see in the demo, we initially only designed
And
2
it's a bear;
modules,
it would just completely
with
maul
which
you.
you will be
3
able to
hits and it
assert
dies.
yourself in the world. In addition, the character will be able to block, which will immediately halve the damage you get. In the future, it is planned to adapt the damage types and the bonus
And
you get for
again,
blocking depending on the
this
weapon
entire
you
thing,
destroyed.
because I just shifted through like the video here. Not a single bit of this explained anything about like the building functionality or the crafting mechanics or anything of the sort. It's just suddenly there's like a fire pit there that does nothing. Doesn't explain how the fire pit gets there. It's just there's a fire pit. Uh yeah, I mean that's still not like getting anything here. And so they have a Discord. Obviously, check out our Discord, blah blah blah, for more informations. Um, I mean, I'll check out the Discord and see if there's any like notifications on that. But that just shows like they're showing stuff here that you can't do in the game, and that's what I want to see. Is like that's the point of like these survival things is to kill, grab, and build. And I wasn't able to do that in this pre-alpha. Yet they're showing like functionalities of this that are, well, one, honestly beyond basic. uh but even that being the case, it's a pre-alpha. I'll accept that as long as it has something for me to do. But the only thing I did was find one bear. I wasn't able to build anything. I could craft the whopping 8 items from the list. uh the inventory organization size and what it does, in my opinion, does not work. But then we go to the game page. And then it literally has no images. It just says gather. As in all games with an aspect of survival genre, gathering is the essential mechanic of the game, but as you a pioneer of an unknown, undeveloped world, you won't have the luxury to spend days and days on gathering. Basic materials, minimum inventions. I mean, it's like maybe visiting a lake. I went to the lake, and it literally just let me walk into it. There was no swimming. Or rush into a dungeon. Never found a dungeon. And I mean, it's like all the things they want the game to have, but they're not showing the evolution of what the game they have currently. They are just saying like this is our game, but it just doesn't do this yet. Then make a roadmap of what it does do now and what you want it to do next. Dungeons and Wilderness, write your own story, technologize. This word, is this really a word? Technologize. It because I don't think I've ever heard it ever said before in my life. So advance through the ages of equipment, blah 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 progression, as it showed partial of what it was referring to, but didn't show it functioning yet again. Why early access? Well, early access is just how that works. But you're not even in early access yet. You're in pre-alpha testing. And then this was the FAQ I mentioned, which is actually listed as FAQ 2, which makes me wonder if there's an FAQ 1. Now, go back to the shadow. All right, well, let's go with Konnex Interactive and see if they have an actual website and anything else that they have done. Oh, this is dumb. I have ad blockers, so thankfully I don't have to deal with that. We are Konnex. Okay. About us. Imprint and data protection. Homepage. This is the homepage, right? Yeah, okay. Games and virtual reality. Well, let's learn more about your games. Oh, this thing is getting annoying. Games in focus. You're using Nintendo images and images that you probably should not use on your website. But that's nothing for me to talk about because you do not jump and run or computer games. Yeah, thanks. Action, combat strategy, game genre in the working day. This this doesn't cover what you're working on. This just covers that your goal is to work on games. How long have you guys been doing this for? This is the most generic like website layouts I have ever seen in my life. Our team of experts have been specializing in game development and X reality. X reality? You're talking about like VR, or I have no idea what X reality is since 2016. Then what have you made? Since 2016, what has Konnex made? Is this Konnex? Is it just the U2? I feel like my age is your ages combined. Konnex Interactive was born out of the desire to offer people the best possible service at the cheapest management price. Management price? So, again, what is Konnex? No, I'm not going to contact you. I have no need to. Imprint and data protection. I don't understand this. So you're based in Germany. Okay. Google can't load maps correctly. Don't care. Contact at konnexinteractive.de. See, the information that you're requesting for your website is completely unnecessary. If there's ads on this website, that would be a huge red flag for me if that was the case. Let's check out your Facebook. Konnex Interactive, do 24 likes, 24 followers. So a like per follow. You've got, well, let's translate to English so that way I can understand. Demo scene made in Chinese low poly style. I mean, you're not showing any work that you've done of anything functionality wise. And that's what I'm trying to see here is I want to see something you have made since 2016 because that's 7 years. 7 years. I'm trying to see what you have done. Let's go to Instagram. I don't know why you have an Instagram, but it's the same stuff. VR, AR development, okay? Is that your term of X reality? Uh yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I see nothing really. I see a lot of pretty pictures, but I'm not seeing any and I mean, you've made it sound in short because I'm done with this. I'm done with checking out the game. I'm done with checking out the company because I want to know like what's going on. Uh in short, this is your first game, but you're trying to sound like you've been around the block. The functionality of what you've created so far is basic. It's fine. It's a pre-alpha. I give you that. But you have all your images that you show and videos, you're showing more than what you're offering people to look at. You're not offering a roadmap. You're not offering anything to make me believe that this game is going to go anywhere. Because currently, in my opinion, Get is going to do nothing over the years. Because if 6 months of work have created what I just like played in the beginning of this video, I don't believe in 6 months anything else is going to be generated that would make me want to play the game for any length of time. You have grand ideas, but and I've said it before, create a roadmap. Say where the state of your game is right now, state where you're aiming it to be, state like what you're working on at the time, and then move on from there and get things working in order. Like right now, the crafting system sucks. The inventory system sucks. I'm not talking about its look. I'm talking about like the size of the logs and the fact that you need 2 logs to create 4 planks, and logs take up ginormous spaces in your inventory. Mushrooms are food, but it's not. Nothing explains any of this of what you're doing or why you're here. You're in a essentially a crater for the world, and it's just like if you're going to work on like the functionality, ignore everything else and make the functionality, then build the world around the functionality. That way the world functions with what you've made. But creating this world and having this non-existent functionality of like things that I tried to get to work, but it doesn't explain to me how they work or how I'm supposed to use them or what I need for them or anything of the sort. This playtest isn't going to get you any data whatsoever. The playtest has no online, no multiplayer, no co-op that you're advertising. It says that you said that this is going to be a co-op game, but you literally said in the FAQ that there is no uh multiplayer system enabled until you finish the game. Does that mean when the alpha finishes, the beta finishes, the early access finishes? What point does that mean? You're giving no one any information on your progress in this game. Your devlogs were just some glorified videos of nothing. Absolutely nothing. I will follow up on this game in the future and take a look at like how it progresses because I'm someone who will always give another chance to things. And one of the examples I always give is example of Seed of the Arcane, an abandoned game that I gave many attempts of by the request of the developers to do re-reviews and so forth of the game itself, and it was just poorly done and abandoned. The company, we're not going to go into that, but we're just going to say like if this has any significant changes, please developer contact me. I have no problem re-reviewing a game. I have no problem retesting the game. I have no problem jumping in a corner for hours trying to break your game just so you can fix it. It's what I live to do. I love doing that. I love testing games. But there's nothing here to test. There's nothing here that should be a play test because there is no goal. Everything that's been tested in this thing, you could do with a one-man team. Now, if you institute buildings or more physics and stuff like that, maybe fall damage for one, as you saw earlier. But other than that, so Konnex Interactive, Konnex Interactive. If you guys want me to like re-review this after you've come out with more stuff, I have absolutely no problem doing so. Just let me know. Other than that, right now, I would have to say that there's nothing here that deserves any kind of attention until you create something. But if you folks enjoyed this little kind of review of Get and looking into Konnex Interactive themselves, and that looks like to be their first game that they've made, please hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Other than that, I will catch you all in the next video I end up doing of a review or gameplay. Toodles!